This week on VIP Access.
Flying is not what you think up here, it's what you feel in here.
The main event takes off on a once-in-a-lifetime adventure to the wondrous world of Rio. We get up close and personal with our international correspondent Stevie Wong for an insider's look at what's new in the independent movie scene.
Maybe even change his life.
We've got the scoop on a werewolf, an alien, and an Easter bunny.
I loved it!
And you stand a chance to bring home some awesome Rio movie merchandise. Welcome to VIP Access with me, Des So. I'm here today at Ocean Park, Hong Kong. On this episode, I'll be taking you behind the scenes of the 3D animated movie Rio, which comes from the creators of the hit Ice Age series. Now this here is Mr. McCall, our special guest and the star of this week's main event. Now Mr. McCall, I want to ask you, are you ready to take a walk on the wild side? Awkward.
Your macaw is a very special bird. In fact, Blue is the last male of his kind.
I have a kind?
The only other blue macaw is in Rio de Janeiro.
Brazil?
Rio realized
I wanna party. Welcome to Rio.
The film is about the journey of this rare blue macaw that has to come to Brazil to meet the last female.
She's like an angel who's getting really close.
You're standing on my throat.
Oh,
I think they need a little help.
okay, I had nothing to do with that. But, you have to admit, it's actually a pretty good song.
Naturally.
Yeah, sing it live.
Once in Rio, Jewel and Blue get kidnapped, and then it's kind of like a chase throughout Rio.
Hi there. Hey, what are you doing?
Getting out of here.
Jewel is somebody who flies and who takes in all the colors and who takes in all the sounds. The sound of Rio, like Carnival.
Is there anything else I need to know?
Yes, I can't fly, I pick my beak, and once in a while I pee in the bird bath.
And then you get Blue that goes there, and all he wants to do is go back to his owner and go home.
Do you think you could help us get this thing off?
Lucky for you, Raphael knows Luis. I got you's good.
It's really, really funny, the character itself. A bulldog with a fruit basket for a hat, funny. Doesn't get any funnier.
Go find him, Angel.
There are 2 blue macaws out there, and I need you to find them. Go do your monkey business. Nigel is just generally evil. He eats chicken. What kind of bird eats chicken? Going somewhere, pretty bird?
Blue, he got you, man. Let's fly.
All right, Blue, you're flying. Sort of.
It's about kind of getting out of your own way and pushing your own projections and expectations aside and just really being in the moment.
Let's go get Jewel.
And letting yourself fly.
It's time to take it to the next level.
Awkward. Rio is director Carlos Saldaña's love letter to his hometown of Rio de Janeiro. In order to create a rich and immersive experience for his audience, he used cutting-edge 3D tools to create the vibrant world of Rio and its vivid characters.
Welcome to paradise.
You arrived in time for Carnival. It's the biggest party in the world.
There's a lot of pressure, like, being Brazilian and having to make a movie about Brazil.
Are you here for Carnival?
Oh, right.
It's my culture, my country, my people that I'm gonna have to find a way to represent. But I have to represent not for them only, but I have to represent that to the world.
Is she a performer?
No, in fact, she's my dentist. Dr. Barbosa!
Oi! Don't forget to floss, Tulio!
First of all, we had to build an entire city, and I was very, meticulous about, making sure that the city looked right. We also had to build a true carnival parade, and even for the characters, like the birds, the feathers, just a lot of big challenges.
Ay, caramba.
If you've been to Rio, probably you recognize some of the sites, but if you've never been to Rio, you will enjoy it and appreciate it.
Rio.
Mr. McCall is off on a snack break, so we'll continue our adventure in just a little bit. In the meantime, let's catch up with our award-winning journalist Stevie Wong in a new segment called Ask Stevie. I chat with Stevie about what's going on in the independent movie scene.
I got a segment! What's up? How you doing, Des?
I'm well, thanks. Stevie, I know today we're going to be talking about independent films. What have you got for me?
Well, actually, I want to talk about independent movies, but most of the fact that these movies came from the Sundance Film Festival, which, as you might know, is the biggest independent American film festival in the world.
All right, give us some names here, Stevie.
The first film I'm going to talk about is this film called WIN.
Money is tight. The boiler sucks. How much to fix it? $6 grand. Holy.
It's about this guy who's going through a midlife crisis, and somehow he meets this young kid who he takes in with his family, and this relationship changes everybody that is involved. The big thing is the fact that Paul Giamatti is the lead in this.
Now, I want to ask you, I mean, does Paul Giamatti ever play these non-quirky characters? I mean, he made his fame through Sideways, but he's always kind of this quirky, weird guy.
I think what it is, it's not even just quirky, it's just, you know, it's the way he looks. This is a man that will never be the type of leading actor that's going to sweep women off their feet, but he's an awesome character actor, and in the process he's managed to create a world for himself where, you know, if you want somebody who's kind of lost, you still want to see him go through whatever he needs to.
This is your place. This is your place. You control it. Remember, you control it.
Win-win.
What's also really cool about this film is that it's one of the best reviewed movies so far this year.
A film that does well at Sundance, Stevie, what can it do for it? I mean, is it going to get a big commercial release because of this?
No, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's still an independent movie. And so what'll happen is a lot of movies from Sundance might do well at the end of the year during Oscar season. Case in point, last year, a small film called Winter's Bone was released, and within a year, that film got nominated for Best Picture and the actress, too. You never know. Win-Win might be one of those movies that just does really, really well at the end of the year.
Cool. All right, let's move on to movie number 2 then.
I got a good one for you. This is the movie that won the Grand Jury Prize at the Sundance Film Festival this year, and it's called Like Crazy. It's directed by this guy named Drake Dormus. The last movie that he did was this film called Douchebag, which is a small, kind of talky movie.
I did come across the fact that they said it was 50 pages and much of it was improvised, so they didn't even really have a real script, right?
And you know what? Anton is in the business of Star Trek, which is why Paramount Pictures picked up the film. And, you know, Like Crazy is a small movie, but now it's got the backing of a big studio.
Yeah, I heard the whole thing was made for, what, $250,000 US? That's it?
And it also proves to me that, you know, if you've got a creative group of people and passion, you can make a decent movie, and you can make a movie like Crazy.
All right, Stevie, give us a third movie.
Well, it's not a movie, actually. I want to buzz one of the darlings of the Sundance Film Festival, a girl by the name of Elizabeth Olsen. In the process, she has come out with 2 high-profile movies at Sundance this year. One is a horror film called Silent House, and the next film is called Martha, Macy, May, Marlene. It's a very difficult name.
Yes, I'll call it the 4M.
Everybody kept on talking about how wonderful this young girl is.
I was really blown away watching the interviews of this girl. I mean, she's really mature, well-spoken.
I think a lot of it is also the fact that she's got these 2 sisters that have been in the spotlight for so long, so she's kind of watched them, figured out what kind of a person she wanted to be. I mean, but she decided to study and really focus on her acting skills, and this is a product of that. This is a woman that knows what she wants to do.
Okay, Stevie, I like this girl, you like this girl. It seems like Elizabeth Olsen is someone to look out for.
I agree with you. If you want to ask questions to me, or if you want to talk about what I've talked about, you can always log on to our Facebook page, which is Star Movies VIP Access, and talk to me over there.
All right.
Really good talking to you, Des. I'll talk to you soon.
Take care, Stevie. Bye.
Bye.